Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, yeah. So we got two two stocks up here on the watch. EAR is the one that's sticking out, up 82%. The news on it. The news just go. Let's see. So Ergo receives a notification from NASDAQ related to delayed quarterly report. That was back in November. December, investor alert by former Louisiana Attorney General, class action lawsuit filed on the behalf of EAR investors. Okay. And then today, it has news that says Ergo 8K shows Department of Justice confirmed company previously announced probe referred to civil division criminal investigation is no longer active. So they got rid of whatever criminal investigation claims against them. So I mean, is that big news, big enough news for us to trade today? I don't know. That's good for them. That's good for the company, but they dove down to like $2 and went flat for a while. So they're popping up today. They're still under the 200 moving average. They're quite a ways away. This is the first day that they're popping up, so I'm definitely adding them to the watch list. But we'll see in the future where that wants to go. I don't know if I want to play that out of the open. I'm just gonna have to watch that one. But I mean it has a bunch of volume. It has 14 million in volume. Let's look at that. Let's look at the stats on it. EAR. Okay. Columbia Acorn Trust buys Enphase Energy Inc. Okay, investment company. What does that have to do with Ergo? Ergo launches Ergo 6 with sound adjust. Okay, so this is some more news that wasn't on TOS's. Okay, all right, so let's check this out. Let's check these two news articles out. Columbia Acorn Trust buys Enphase Energy. Let me search real quick for Ergo. Ergo. What's up, Daniel B? Ergo. I'm trying to figure out why Ergo is up so much. Looks like they got just a new piece of hearing equipment out, but not anything super flashy. Eargo launches the new Eargo 6 with sound adjust for effortless hearing. Some medical device on a mission to improve the quality of life of people with hearing loss. Today launched Eargo 6, its sixth generation of FDA Class 2 exempt hearing aid and most powerful device yet at CES 2022. Eargo 6 new sound adjust technology is an example of better hearing, made effortless. Its proprietary algorithm identifies the user's surroundings and instantly modifies the hearing device's settings to ensure optimal benefit without requiring manual input from the wearer. Eargo 6 also introduces a new environment offset called mask mode to offset the communication challenges faced by individuals with hearing loss while conversing with someone wearing a face mask. A user can select mask mode through the app. The current hearing aid model is broken. The customer has not been at the heart of the experience, and innovation has lagged to the detriment of the user, said Christian Gormstein, Eargo's president and CEO. Millions of Americans who want or who could benefit from a device have long been boxed out of the category of by clunky, unaffordable, and inconvenient solutions. By completely transforming how the product looks, works, and is purchased, we are one step closer to our overarching goal of changing the way the world thinks about hearing loss and eliminating the stigmas surrounding it. Okay, so that's why it's up. They released a new hearing aid that pretty much it works like AI. It learns, and you don't have to manually adjust it. It learns on its own about the situation and the surroundings that you're in. Good morning, Donnell. Nah, Donnell. That's TOS news. What we're just going over, they have actual good news. This new Eargo 6 that they launched is sound adjust for effortless hearing. That's the news that's really got them pumped up. And it works like it works with AI, or it works like a AI system, or it is an AI system. It learns as you wear it, and you don't have to be doing all those adjustments. I was wondering, I was looking on TOS's news, and I was looking at the I mean, this news is out here on TOS, the 4th right here, but it's kind of back there in the pile. But it definitely is some news. But I will be watching this one today very closely. It's a very low float, little well, actually, is it low float? How low float is it? Is it like crazy low float, or is it like float 23.6 or 76? Okay. Let's look at our profile out here. Got plenty. San Jose. Yeah, but it seems like that device is and it's already been approved by the FDA. So it's already through everything that it would need to get through. Here. But I do think it's gonna have to pull back some. It jumped up from the it had a $4 rip today. Price. So I'm gonna be waiting on it to kind of start uptrending now and trying to refill this gap here back up to the 20s if possible. I want to dip though. See how far it dips down today. Let's look at ear over here. No kind of shelf registrations or anything. Okay, short percent float, 8.8%. Short increase. Short shares floating, 21 million. Short interest prior to shares shorted. Okay, well, we'll see the action on the open. I'll be patient. I don't think anything else is going to be able to compete with it though. That's huge. Over 50, it's up over 50%. Nothing else on the watch list here is even looking close to that. Appreciate that one life. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. But yeah, ear is that top mover, and it's the only thing that really popped up here that's positive on the scanner today. STRN is going down, looks like, and very way lower volume. Let's look at our watch list though and look through the daily charts on the watch list to see if anything is starting to reset up ISIG. I believe ISIG may be done for a while. It kind of settled yesterday. It just is going flat now at that $20 level. Good morning, GD. Let's zoom in. Yeah, it came up, had a pop yesterday after this nice little descend, and now it's just going flat on the 15-minute daily chart. Or not daily chart, but 15-minute intraday chart. Rally. Let's look at Rally. All of these, they got a lot of work to do to get back on the charts. Rally giving a nice pullback, closed up at the 880 something, but I don't know if it can continue. It's lost a lot of volume and it probably won't be able to compete with ear today. MYNZ was one that popped up, but it's going on down. Was at $21, now down at the 1380. So not too interested in that. Taking that off the watch. Don't like that daily chart setup. BTCS ended up dropping some more. TCS. So yeah, it just went flat and kind of fading now to the 415. So this is the second day, and it's closing. It'll be opening up down here at the 415. So I am waiting on an uptrend on this one. I don't know how volatile it can get. It's super low float, but it may be a slow mover because it's also about to offer a dividend. So I don't know how fast that'll pop. And then IMMX was another one I was watching yesterday. Would not hold up. This thing got up here almost to the 8 and crashed. I got in, let me see, I got in somewhere in here in this dip. Was expecting it to go higher, but I just cut the loss with a $4 loss overall yesterday, because once it came back down, I wasn't gonna let it run against me, because I got like maybe 150 shares in here and it just crashed out. So it's like, nah, bro, I'm good. Start cutting it down. Ears still piling up though, and that will be the main watch on the day. EAR. And this is the 15-minute chart we're looking at over here. Let's switch over to Street Smart Edge and see if we can see any kind of noticeable. I mean, on a daily chart here, we see that it has this big old gap to fill, but I don't know if it can get up there today. This is the first day it's taking off, so I'm expecting a dip down. I'm not really expecting to get in on the first day pop, but it does have pretty good news, which is the new hearing loss device that they have that works like AI. So it basically learns your environment, learns the different, I guess you can actually, it has an app with it too. So I guess you can set it up to know whether you're at work, whether you're at whatever place where you're at, and it actually modifies the decibels for you, so you don't have to be doing all that while you're out, turning it up, turning it down, doing all that. But we'll see how that acts on the open. But as for now, it is the only thing that's really getting any volume out here that's above $5 at least. It might be something lower than $5, but I'm not worried about that. Anyway, has a 200 moving average all the way up here to 27, so it has plenty of room to play under the 200 moving average. Hasn't even reached $10 yet, but it may jump up there and give just a little bit of a move up there. But this is the one that I think is going to give the opportunities on the day. On the 5-minute, just consolidating here. Has this little point that is holding up the 797 there. But right now on the 15-minute, it's already gone up quite a bit. It could go up some more because it's pre-market and people like to do crazy things in pre-market. But yeah, I'll just see. We're going to be watching ear hard today. If you guys are seeing anything lower than $5 that is on y'all scanner, we can take a look at it. It just won't be on mine. It has to reach that $5 threshold, man. Under that $5, it just gets so spicy. It's pretty much just scalping under 5. Like, if you're not scalping, you are, unless it has some really good news, boy, that thing can get crazy. And plus, the ranges are a lot smaller. You don't see dollar moves. You see like 50 cents, 40 cents, and then a big fall. But ear here is if it can dip down today, it could probably get going quite nicely. I don't know if ear has had any kind of reverse splits or splits of his stock. Says it was up here at the, let me make sure I got my max chart on. Yeah, I still got my max chart on. So let's look back. Or no, this is everything he's got. 2021. Yeah, 76, 75, all the way down to the $4. And it looks like it's at the bottom of the bottom. So this is the first pop up, and I'll be watching to see if it can start trending up on the daily chart. I may take a couple of little swings at it down here, but I want to get that good dip for a continuation upward. And I hope it doesn't get up here to this gap and kind of fail, because this gap is at the $20, so it could get up there and fail. But it has a little bit lower resistance here as well at the 1073. 1073, and then the 950s. It's at the 850 right now, so 1073 is looking like the top, and then maybe a possible fill up to this bottom over the next couple of days if it can work its way into this range. We'll see though. We got 4 minutes left to the open. Up 87%. It's got to have some kind of pullback. DB says one life, one chance, SPCE, 2 years low, SPCE. SPCE. Yeah, it's coming on down there. 690. 14. So yeah, it's definitely at a low. DB, what's up, Lori? 2 minutes left until the open. So we got this $15, $14. Yeah, that looks like a longer term trade as well. Maybe hold it for a couple of days and see if it can pop back up. What was the reasoning for the original pops? Because it went up here to 60 one time. Let's see. Went up here 42, down to 8, came back up to 28, down to 15, all the way up to 60, 62, back down to 10. Like it has a reputation of giving back those profits, but it also has a reputation of popping. Because that's a quite a bit of a rip up from the bottom multiple times over a couple of days. It looks like you have to, not a couple of days, but a couple of months ripping from the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, maybe like a couple of 2 months, 3 months of holding, and you would have had a $40 profit per share. Dane B says WKHS future is bright. WKHS. Let's see. We got 50 seconds until the open. WKHS. We're watching EAR on the open. EAR is that top mover over here on the scanner. 21 million shares traded, up 85%. WKHS is also at a nice little low point down here at $4 on Workhorse. That's insane. I might add that to my watch. That thing's low. Then what was that other one? Space. Whoops, wrong thing. All right. All right, so let's go and look at this open here on EAR. What happened to my chart? Okay, there we go. All right, so we got the open on EAR. Definitely came up here to a top. Let's see if it comes on down. EAR trying to hold up. Got a lot of downwards potential, but also has to fight a lot of buyers here trying to hold it up on the morning. The high pre-market high is the 886 resistance level. Just working its way down. 886. So buyers trying to get it up, trying to keep it up. It's red across the board on everything right now. But that's quite a bit of buying pressure. This first candle has 2 million shares traded on it. Again, failing the breakdown right there of the $8, and they're trying to keep it above that 8. Looks like people are just jumping in at the 8. They're gonna get crushed though. It's a lot of pressure here. But it has held up the first minute, so people are going to be more willing to try to jump in here for a move upward. At 886 is the high. It's trading within the cents though. Very small movements downwards. Let's see if it can finally break the 8. I see the volume coming in there. There was a little bit of size at the 8 again, but I think they're going to end up getting crushed here. 810. Will it break that 810 down? Still holding up, getting bought above that 8 right there. They don't have horrible news, but I would love to just see a dip on the day and then start uptrending. Broke down the 810s, getting bought up again. 26 million shares traded. There's the break of the 8. The high of the day is the 855 on the open, 855. Put that as a little bit of resistance. And for it to go green on the day, let's see, what is that green? 866. For it to be green on the day. The 4 hours still pushing down quite a bit. Will it break down at 775 here on the open? 28 million shares traded. Looking like it's going to be a grinder with this small little range it has. Daniel B, you're watching Sava and Macy's. Let's see, DB, got to keep them good. What is Sava doing? Sava took a little bounce down there, holding that 40 level. Getting up and out of there, but very low volume on Sava. And then what was the other one y'all called out? Sava and then Macy's. I don't know Macy's ticker. Let's see, Macy. Oops. Okay, there it is. M. Like a nice little short. Okay, let's see. What else are y'all calling out? Ford, F. Ford taking a little dump down there. Looking real nice and high right now for a nice little descend. Has a bottom here of the 23.39, and it's getting quite a bit of a push down there. Let's see what else we got. Where does ear bounce? Clean Hawk asks where the ear bounce. Let's go back over to ear real quick. Okay, ear came down just a bit. Ear still fighting a 4-hour chart and fighting. So really, Ear just needs some time, man. The thing has a lot of potential to go down because it jumped up so much, $4, and I know there's gonna be some sellers up here, so it's probably got a little bit more to go down. But it's also looking like a grinder. Like it's moving just a couple of cents. It's not moving a lot at a time. Here coming down. So what would be a 50% retracement on a stock that went from $4 to up there to 8? Could it stop around this 6 level? We don't know, but this is the first day that it's popped up. So it really doesn't have a true trend out here on the daily chart as of yet. So, big buyers may not want to get into it yet because it doesn't have a trend. It also had that previous resistance here at the 1074. Draw that resistance line out here on the daily chart, 1074. If I can get it, there we go. And then has a little bit of resistance here at that 948-ish level. Okay, so those two levels right there, 1080 and 950. And on the daily chart, I already marked the pre-market high was 886. It was not able to get through that on the first couple of minutes, just dipping off there. Now, Ear actually has good news, Daniel B. Did you not see the news? A firm is what Daniel B is calling out, or not? One Life called out a firm. But yeah, Ear, I mean, it may be one that you just have to watch over a couple of days. A firm definitely has dipped quite a bit. Okay, so I'm seeing what is Mullen? Some other things popping out here on the scanner, but these are negatives, so I don't really want to mess with those. IMMX took quite a bit of a dip. Glad I did not hold that overnight. I traded it, it failed, and I just cut the trade on it. We'll see if it can hold any kind of trend here from this bottom. Let me get a trend line out here, because it's just been it's just been red going here, and I wanted to see if it can hold up this trend, but man, this thing looks weak today. Looks like it wants to go down and break that 6. MULN, VCRA, nothing. Ear continuing to dive. So we'll just have to watch throughout the day. The top mover lost. It was up 87%, so almost 30% of its gains. It's giving back now. So we'll just watch and see. But like I said, this is the first day pop, so sometimes the first day can be very, very hectic. You may have to wait for a nice little bottom on the first day. But on this high volume, I have a feeling that it's going to be able to get back up to these this little $8. Once it goes down and maybe touches the 6, or maybe even lower than that, because the initial gap up point was right here at the 524. So let's see, 524. Whoops. $524 down here is like the bottom of the bottom. $523. But we'll see how far it wants to dip. As of now, I don't see anything I want to add to the watch list. Mullen hot cars naming top or is 10 EV startups to watch out for. Whatever. It doesn't look good anyway. The daily chart looks nasty. $560. So it's come down here before. 561, tested 561. Will it be, and it already broke 561. Can it pull back above 561 on MULN? MULN. I watch it. Okay, anyway, back out here to ear. Still just diving on down. It has a lot of work to do to get back up now. We see a ramp down of the red down here. Ramping down of the red. So can we get a little green off of this level is the question. How far will it push down? Will it touch the 7 down here? The pre-market, another pre-market low is at the 680. Down here, support on the 5-minute. So I wonder, could we see a bounce at the 680? Giving it some time. I mean, that's literally the only thing, like, unless there's something on the 1 minute, but the 1 minute won't matter as much as these higher time frames. So on the 5-minute, the 680 is that first possible bounce point. So I'm not going to be looking to it until it gets down there. Even if it pops back up, it has no confirmed bottom, so it can definitely move down a lot more than it'll move up. Let's see. One Life says BROS at the 200 EMA on daily. Third test might give bounce on a swing for $1 or $2. And then Daniel B says One Life, One Chance, AFRM. I told you yesterday it can go crazy after Amazon will make them as major payment option by now, pay later. Amazon needs to do split to get retail money involved to push it around. Yeah. Okay, ear did not reach that point yet. Has no confirmed bottom, so I'm not touching it yet. And let's go look at Good Morning Lightning Rick. Let's go look at BROS that One Life was talking about. And these are definitely not day trades. These are like, you need to be long-term swinging these. BROS. BROS had a little flat range there. Has a range between the 55 and the 45. $10 range there. 55 and then the 45. So can it hold this level here? Support of the 45 and then resistance up here at the top at the 55. And it's touched this it's touched these levels before as well, just in this range. Let's see what else we got. Amazon needs to do a split. Where is Amazon's price right now? Amazon is at $3,275. So to buy one share, you need, it's a small investment. Amazon has been going straight to the moon. It's dipping down here. Let's see. So it's just straight up and down, but it moves so big. I mean, look at this first candle from $3,200. Let's see, up to almost $3,300 on that first candle. Insanity. What's up, Jay Kratz? Ear still has not come down here to this 660. That's the first point on the 5-minute that it could bounce. On the 15 and the hour chart, all those, it doesn't really have a bounce point yet. But I'm not trusting a 5-minute bounce point because it can easily crash through this 680. Let's jump back over here to the scans. Nothing else looking feasible as of yet. It's TRN. MULN finding that bottom though, but it needs to reclaim the 60, the 570s really. Jewel continued to go through the floor. Jewel. So I'm gonna take that off the watch. I'm tired of looking at it. That one right there is just nasty. No counter reversal on this fall. ISIG getting a little pop, some little pops up here, but it did this yesterday and ended up just giving back a bunch of profit and taking a lot of people out here. A lot of fakes, a lot of big wicks on low volume. Here, consolidating here. I still think it has room to go down, but this 680, it's hard to trust it because it's on the lowest time frame here. Let's see what it does down there. And plus that 4-hour is getting more and more extended. The bottom of the 4-hour is the 721. So will this thing just fade all day? Is the question. It's already under the 5-9 EMA. Still above all the rest of them though, but can definitely run down some more. Let's see if it'll run down. Break down the 725 is the next point that shorts will probably be trying to push it to. Very slow mover and red on the day. ISIG getting shorted down there through the floor. Not really through the floor, but definitely getting shorted big from the 21 down to the 20. So dollar moves down. Workhorse going on down as well to the 411. BTCS. Where's the free money at? J Kratz, the free money it's just today it's just a slow day. Appreciate that. Let me see who that was. Whoops, wrong one. Give you a shout out. Let's see. Mr. X, appreciate that subscriber over on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't yet. If you're not subscribed, you can consider subscribing. You can follow on Twitch. You can follow on ShareVision. Just show that love. Right now, it's just the market isn't showing any love. You're just continuing to just look weaker and weaker. 723 is the 5-minute hold up point. 720. We had a little bit of a ramp down in selling and then a little bit of buying, and now the selling is coming back in. So will they transition this through the 740 breakdown? 740. SPC. Oops. ISIG. Pop back up there to the 21s momentarily. ISIG being a very poppy stock today. The high was a 2240. I don't know if he can get up there today. Very low volume. Let's jump over here back to the scans. So basically the main things that are kind of green on the day have really low volume. And it's not good. See dogs. Rally still going down. IMMX, BKKT pushing down to $5. BKKT is definitely at a super low point. That may be the all-time lows down there. 5. Yeah, it's pushing for all-time lows. $560. BKKT. So this IMMX is right at the that original point of the 630s. Needs to pull back above the 630s and start pushing back up. It had multiple days to go up, but continually failing. So we have a little bit of a downtrend here as well. We can spot on IMMX. It was looking so good at first, but man, got that downtrend right there. Ear popping up there just a little bit. Let's jump over to ear. Still has not confirmed any bottoms down here. Just popping up there, a quick little visit to VWAP. This will be the first try to break VWAP on the day. 780s, 787 will be the break. But still, beside these other candles, it still doesn't look too good. I'd like to see it visit that 680 down there. But we'll see if it can consolidate and start forming those higher lows. So on the 5-minute, will this become concrete on the higher time frame? 725. Let's put that in there. 725 support. Will that become concrete, or is that just a joke? Pulling down there hard off that VWAP. Will it just crack down 725? Getting a lot of downwards pressure here. Going right back down there. Is it going to become concrete on the higher time frames? 725 getting tested. Kirk, One Life called out Kirk up a buck doing a buyback. Let me go check out Kirk while we're trying to see if that thing's real or not. Kirk. Kirk had quite a bit of a gap down from the 20 down to the 17 and then kind of faded a little bit. Very low volume as of now. Back over to ear. Are we going to break down that 725? Or will it become concrete? 726s, 726 on the bid. Can they go ahead and break it? $30s, there goes the 30s. The ask is in the 20s now, looking like they're breaking it down a little bit. Not able to get a full break there. Can they go ahead and push it to the 720s? 4 cents away from the 720s, popping back above the 725. So now all we got to do is give it time here. Is this a real support level is the question. Can we get a higher low than that? 725. This candle will be, the 5-minute candle will be closing up in less than 40 seconds. There's some selling pressure coming in there. I see it on the 15-minute. Pressure increasing to the 725. Will they blow through it this time? Buyers trying to hold it up. Again, 725 holding that point. So the price is back into the 30s. Okay. So 725 kind of holding right there at that level. 721 is the bottom of this 15-minute candle. 720. They're testing it again. Another test. Are there enough buyers this time? There were buyers there last time, but will those buyers get destroyed here? Again, another little bounce there on the 725. Multiple bounces down here on the 25 level. So if you were doing scalps, you could look for an entry at the 740, 743, a re-break of this, the body of this candle right here, 743. But it would have to push up significantly to get up there. 743. It needs to get a little push. But at this point, it's continuing to test that 25. Is looking weaker and weaker. So you may or may not get filled. Or the position may not come into play. Again, at that 725 level, not pushing up off of it, but it is holding. So it's like a war zone right there at the 725s. Trading within the cents. Will they go ahead and break it? I see the 24 on the bid. Will the ask come down to the 725? If the ask come down to the 725, they're going to lose. The shorts are going to push it down. So it's coming up there. 740s will be a break back over this candle. Held this level 1, 2, 3, 4 times on the 5-minute. But like I said at first, is this real? Is this something that can actually hold? The 4 hour and the hour chart still are saying no. But we'll see. It needs to make some higher lows now. Get off this level, get up, and then come back and stop above this level. Even if it passes the body of this previous candle, it's moving so slow. You need higher lows. There's no way to evaluate it here. The SPY just hit its life alert. J Krat said, let's flip over to the SPY real quick and see what the doctor has diagnosed. See 471. Yeah, boy. SPY don't even want to show up, huh? Yeah, the SPY is not looking so good on the 5-minute. Not looking so good on the 15. That's insane, man. But we've seen this before. We've seen dips like this before. Let's see. When was it? It's been so many where it's just popped right back up in the next couple of days. But we are in 2022, and they said the tapering is supposed to be done. The tapering of money into the market is supposed to be done by March. So we'll see how that affects the movement. Will it start moving more fluidly after that? Okay, so let's see. Ear did pop back up to the body of this candle, to the top of this candle, but we need to see higher lows for confirmation. Didn't push big though. The buying volume is not there. Let's see, BRCA, BCRA. IMMX holding above that 630 level. So a breakout of this day would be 691. Got a lot of work to do, but has been working up that uptrend for quite a bit, quite a while. Let me see this thing. This should be max. I don't think I can do max on this one, now that I think about it. Okay, so yeah. Got this previous range is just holding on the top of this. And it just needs to reclaim that 630 level today. Or, I mean, hold the 630 level, my bad. All right, ear is also dipping back down. Looking like it did not have the gusto to get up there and stay above the 40s. So if it breaks this down, the next level is the 680 that it could bounce on. I wouldn't be buying there. I'd be waiting for those higher lows to come in. ISIG. Gave a dollar move, but that'll be a hard one to trade. Very low liquidity. BTCS still going down. Got a little downtrend here on BTCS. This was that dividend stock that Ben was calling out. So still not getting bought up, but holding up here. Just needs to start trending upwards. 347 is where it came from. So if it goes back down there, it's not going to be looking too good. ISIG giving back everything on a nice little rundown. Workhorse going down under $4. That's crazy. It was up to 40 at one point, all the way down to $4. When will it start trending up? Will be what you have to wait on that one. Really, the trend on this one is at the 745 that it needs to hold up to continue this trend upward. Ear came back and tested this level again. Still haven't seen any higher lows on it. No kind of heavy push to the upside. The red candles on the 5-minute have been bigger than the green all day. Same thing across the board on everything else. Red candle has been basically taken over. So we want to see if it can finally break this 725 level. First candle has 7 million shares traded on it. Then 4 million, 3 million, 4 million of buyers trying to get in there. Well, not necessarily buyers, but the buyers were in control on this candle. Green candles don't mean that the buyers are specifically winning. It just means that they're in control of that specific movement. All right, 740. It's tried to go up 3 times now. Getting real tight, closing down the range in here. So ear is not looking too good on today. Nothing green. Everything just red across the board. BTCS getting some pops up there. Low volume. What will become the obvious stock on today? Oh my gosh, I forgot. I forgot today is Thursday. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'll leave it on ear. Or let's see, is anything else kind of moving better? Yeah, I'll leave it on ear for right now. Needs to make a higher low anyway. That'll be the one I'm watching. All right. Here, did look like it failed that level that we drew at first down to the second level. Will it go ahead and blow through that second level of the 674? Don't know. Let's check the scans and see if anything else looks better. BTCS, BKKT. Yeah, it just needs to start uptrending. IMMX did break down that $6. That's not good. Breaking out of that trend to the downside. So, well, gotta wait for that thing to start trending upwards again. Not looking too good on the day. Let's see what you guys are talking about. What is NCVDA? Oh, NVDA. Okay, NVDA. NVDA. What's that daily chart looking like? It's been going up for quite a while. It's back down to a bottom. 271. Came down to that level and then bounced. So all we've done this morning is just avoided taking any losses early in the morning. But everything else is looking sick. Wow. Wow, ear is getting on down there. Getting on down through there. That 680 level was the level that I had said that it could possibly come back, but now with this first breakdown, tried to hold above that 680 and just rush down to the 680. It's got a little bit of momentum going down now. So it should go ahead and get on down through there to that 650. Let's see. Jewel looks spicy. I gave up on Jewel. Jewel, let me see what Jewel's doing. I took it off the scanner. I was like, man, Jewel's trying to kill everybody. Man, Jewel is still Jewel, man. Jewel is it's insane. Dropped from $26 to $5 with almost no bounces. So defied all the laws of physics in the market and just went down to the ground. Nothing on the scanner looking green anymore. Everything just red across the board. PLI. But some days will be a no trade day. Just got to walk away. Nothing holding up his trends or anything. FB running. One Life called out FB, Facebook. Facebook, yeah. Facebook came down here and then bounced back up Possible touch of the 336 coming today. May go through that. But that's definitely a larger type stock. Hmm. Workhorse. Workhorse making its way up, but it's definitely gonna be a grinder on this low volume. Plus, it's fighting a massive downtrend. Any other callouts? JMA, One Life said JMA. What is JMA? JMIA. Another one that's on its lows. One Life, you must be using you must be using a low scanner, a yearly low or a 52-week low scanner. That's the only way you'll be picking these up. Cause these are very close to the lows and everything. Was it $10? And then it has a, well, I guess that's not 52-week low. 52-week low is $9 away from it. But it needs to start an uptrend to get going back up. Plus, it also needs a little bit of catalyst. Yeah, SB slow burn, man. Everything's just, but something today is going to become the obvious stock. I don't know what it is. Ear couldn't do it, being the top mover on the day, but something. And again, Ear has formed a new bottom here at the 653, and now the question again is this a real bottom? So you got to wait again for some confirmation at this level, 650s. Where is a real bottom? If it continues to make lower lows, then we probably just have to come back later on in the day, or maybe even tomorrow, to see what it wants to do. But as of now, it's being held down a little bit too much. ISIG, Mullen. You're back holding ISPC. Looks like it finally bounced. Let's go check out ISPC. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I looked at this the other day. I did not like this downtrend it was fighting. I had drew this downtrend. I was like, man, this thing is just fighting a massive downtrend. And it came up to that downtrend and just started dumping. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna touch it. But yeah, it's looking like it maybe wants to bounce, but it needs to start trending upwards. That's the only thing. It doesn't have an uptrend. It's just a downtrend. So maybe if it can start trending upward, it'll look a little bit better on the daily. BKKT. Okay, ear. Open up a new hour candle. Look at where it opened up though. This thing is at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of this candle. Literally has what, 20 cents to go down to continue this movement down. So that's much too risky right there. Be a different thing if it opened up to the top side of this red candle, but this is not good. It will look better in your account too. Yeah, man, those faders. I hate the ones that slow fade. It's like, man, if you're gonna stop me out, just stop me out. But then they slow fade and they give you hope. And everybody knows there's no hope in the market. It's like, man, it's coming down slow. It might be struggling. It'll pop back up. Oh, then you check your account and you're down $500. Whoopsie. JMIA. What price did you get in on ISPC? You got in at 905. Let me check. Where did that go? Where is it now? ISPC. Oh yeah, you're down $2 per share. Yeah. That's kind of what Jewel did to me. I was like, yeah, I got to give up on this one. It just kept going down. And it's still going down. Just cannot get back above the 6. Still got a nice little look at the daily chart. I bought expecting to bounce on this day. And a hold of this 200 moving average of the 775. It said, nope, boop, boop, boop. 2 more days of downwards movement. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this one before I lose all of my shoes. I lost a couple of pairs of shoes, like maybe 2 or 3 pairs, but I didn't lose all of them. If Orlando in here, he called potential bounce off the 50 EMA. Let's see if it'll hold up on the SPY. Let's jump over there to the SPY. Getting a little bounce up there. Yeah, definitely got a nice little bounce, $3 bounce here. 465 all the way up to almost back up to the 70s. Little $5 rip back up there. Like I said, the SPY has done that whole different thing before. It's going up. It's going up. It's not going to stop until it's at 500. Then it might start to give up. Ear back up to the 680s. Nah, it just looked a lot better on the number values than the chart. 680s isn't that much. Needs to retest this 650 level. Workhorse popped off this bottom of the 390s. Need a little uptrend though. BTCS trying to get back into this previous range and hold above the 415 today. Green on the day, but with very, very little push upward. Still have not seen an obvious stock pop out yet for the long buy. So just waiting. Wonder, can BKKT start making higher lows? You see at least like 2 or 3 days of higher lows than this 556 would be great. Just start working its way out of there. Rarely had a nice little dip off. We got 3 stacked green candles on the SPY. I'm guessing that's what you're referring to. Let's go back out to the SPY. 3 stacked green candles on or maybe it's not the SPY. Yeah, it is. It gotta be. What time frame are you looking at, Orlando, for the SPY? Or are you looking at the SPY? Oh, 15 minute. Okay, got you. I was like 3 green candles. I was looking everywhere. I was like, where does he see that at? Yeah, almost three stacked green candles on that one. The 4 hour is kind of, we'll have to see if it can hold up this indecision area, which is the 468. 468 will be a revert back here. So we'll see how that 4 hour starts to act up. Will this 4 hour become an indecision? If it becomes an indecision, will it affect the lower time frames as well? Will it go ahead and start cracking back down? 468 back into play though. Back into the 468s. But we're looking for 468, 495 or 467.99 for a breakdown. But just working its way up. Here. Okay, so ears held up 50% of its gain, so it only lost 30% on the day. Still receiving a ton of volume down here. Tried to go up 3 times on the 5 minute. I hate when they do that. When they try to go up 3 times and then end up just making another move down. Sometimes they go 4 and then it'll go on the fourth one, but that's a little rare. Most of the time if they do 3, try to go up 3 times, whether it's on the whatever time frame you're looking at, usually it's going to be a reversal. Now it's about to give a little bit of a downwards movement back down to the 650s. It's like it's still giving up life. How much profit will it give back today? Will it return back down here to the $5? It is cracked below the 9 EMA on the 5 minute, and now it's below the 9 EMA on the 15 minute. What's next? The hour chart 9 EMA is at the 597, so it needs to break down to 6, which is 80 cents away. One life. I'm just looking around the market, man. What you got? What you got? I don't see any life anywhere. What else is there to analyze right now? Let me know. What you got? I looked I looked at the stocks that you called out earlier. Let me see. Workhorse was one for but it needs a couple more days, so there's no kind of action that can happen there. Waiting for a daily uptrend. ISIG trash, absolute trash. MULN. Okay, SB made a call out, which is MEDS, meds. Meds making a little move up here. Oops, I typed it in on the wrong one. Meds. Okay, meds. Oh my God. Meds. Did I type? Was that a typo, SB, or is this uh okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't. Uh, yeah, meds is it's not getting any volume. Yeah, the volume is not there. I don't even see any trades going through. It's just sitting at the 250. Okay. DB, where are your call outs? I looked at all the call outs y'all made this morning. None of those are looking good. Well, not for a day trade. ENSC. SB called out ENSC. I mean, ENSC went into a halt. Let's check that news. ENSC. Circuit breaker halt. Why though? Biosounds announces a participation in AC Wainwright bio connection. All right, so it does have a little bit of an uptrend on the daily. Let's see, trend line. Has a little bit of an uptrend, which doesn't look horrible. You don't get it. What people are seeing there, it's like reading future from coffee sand. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but the market is just slow today. Like, it's not like we can make something jump off. Yeah, yeah, SB. Appreciate that. SB doing a better job than Daniel being one life. Talking about where's the action, man? I mean, we looked across the whole market for an hour. This one wasn't moving. This one was at what, 410, then jumped up here out of the blue to 435. So, I mean, it's not like you can not like you can force these to move. One life. I mean, okay, so one life, what would you like to see? Would you like to see me go to the higher float stocks? Would you like to see me look at like Amazon, Tesla? Where do you want me to go? Because you know you're in the chat. You can always drop suggestions. You can drop whatever you want to look at. I mean, you say you have a watch list of over 100, and you're not making any call outs of anything that's looking good. So like, bruh, bruh. But ENSC, I will put that on the watch. We'll definitely keep that one on watch. It has a nice little uptrend there. SPY, where's the SPY now? SPY, did it come back down to the 68 yet? 68 was a breakdown spot that I was looking at. Break of the 68. We'll see if we get it. Anything that didn't drop with the SPY is good. ENSC. Can it get on up there? It's getting up there to the 470s. So it's definitely holding up there a little bit on this little trend. 508. Does it have enough juice to get carried up? It has a top up there, the 650. Show y'all my hairy chest. DB. Oh my gosh, DB. You know what, man? Forget this. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a gigolo anymore, okay? I don't do that. I've changed my life. I'm a Christian. I don't twerk no more. I have self-respect. ENSC giving back those profits. Only thing is, it's not a top mover, so people aren't really paying attention to it. Yeah, man. Subscribe to my OnlyFans, man, where you can see me do mathematical equations and possibly pick up a pencil slowly from the ground that I dropped. Let's see, IMMX still going down. Like nothing is curling back up. Okay, we can go, since low flow stocks are down, let's go and look at some higher range stocks then. Let's go and look at I know we checked out Amazon. I don't know if we checked out Tesla. Don't remember checking it out. Maybe I did. It did quite a bit of a drop and then pull back up. I think I did look at this one. Came down here. And this is one of those ones, if you're trading, I mean, for most people, they'll be trading options on this. They're not trading stocks because, I mean, unless you're maybe above PDT rule and you can trade like maybe 20, 30 shares of this. But these candles are huge. So we saw the SPY go down a little bit, but then came back up, and also Tesla following that has come back up. So let's see. This bottom was 1,046 up to the top of 1,062. Like a dollar move. I'm in on a cheap one, ATHE. Looking for a breakout of 125. Let's go look at that one, ATHE. Is it moving today, or is it a longer term hold on that one? ATHE. 83 million shares traded. Broke out, pre-market breakout 117 up to the 120. And you got in at the 116. Yeah. It's getting a little pop-in action. It's got a lot of size down here on the bid and a lot of size on the ask as well, because it's a little bit cheaper. So a lot more people can interact with it. Let's see. So what was the news on ATHE? Therapeutic shares trading higher after the company announced it was granted a U.S. patent for compounds for and methods of treating diseases. Okay. Compounds for and methods of treating diseases. Maybe I need to read more into this. Shares rise 32%. Neurodegenerative diseases, including Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Huh. Okay. So it has a bit of, looks like it's dropping down there. Came up to this flat top. Let's see if it can hold the higher low here above the 110. Has a little bit of an intraday trend. Not really a daily one yet. The low of this candle is the $1. So can it continue to push higher on this 4-hour chart? This one was not on my scanner. I didn't see this one, so good call out. We'll see about that. I don't know if that news is kind of iffy, but it's definitely getting a lot of volume. It's 5-minute intraday micro trend. It's kind of testing that trend. I don't know. It's a little bit too thin to really put a trend out there. Yeah. You want to see where it wants to go. That's Lori said she thinks it'll be a good buy tomorrow. Possibly if it can keep trending upward. That's probably what she's looking for, is where that next day is gonna open, since this is the first day pop up. What was the float on that one as well? I don't even know. Look it up. Looks like it's got a pretty low float. Float of 32.86 million. A lot higher than I thought it would be. ATHE. Float of 20.81 million over at Finviz. Shelf registration December 23rd, 2020. And let's see. Does not have any kind of real anything over here on the short. Shelf registration right there. Float 20 million. There's a little bit of a difference there on that float. There was one site that somebody had called out one time. I forgot what the site was. It was stock something. It was another site. I wish I saved it. I might have to go back and search my what about PSTV? Let's go look at PSTV. Ear working its way back up to $7. Give me 1 second. So it made another bottom, holding that bottom up right there to 650. PTSV though was the one. PTSV came up, took a nice little dip down there, and boy, that's a steep trend. If that is the trend, that is a steep trend. Gee whiz. PTSV, what was the news on that one? TSV. Okay, PTSV also had an announcement. So let's read that announcement and see what it's talking about. Announced that it has entered into an agreement with UT Health San Antonio for worldwide exclusive license to develop and commercialize novel interventional therapeutics for cancer. Okay. Initial IND submission for treatment of liver cancer planned in 2022. We'll see if it can continue trending. But definitely already it has a lot of work to do up here to the 215s, but I guess we'll have to just wait and see for it to get all the way back up here, because it did give back a lot of profits right here on this snatch down. Came up in, where was it? Right here. Came up all the way to the 214, dropped all the way down here to the ones, and now has a little bit, and you can see a little bit more of a trend here though. That bottom, it started trending here. The question is, can it hold up that trend? Can it hold that up? Okay. ATHE still holding above that 109 level. Big positions on this thing, man. Look at this thing, 148,000 stacked. So that'll be what, 300,000 shares right there at the 114. That's crazy. Getting pushed back and forth. $650. Still not looking like it wants to go in reverse yet. All right, so at this point, EN, this is the one that went into the halt. Went into that halt and crashed down just a little bit. The trend on this one is at the 393. Came back up to this flat top and got rejected again. But just was not able to push. JMIA did bounce out of that little bottom there. 978 all the way up to the 1039. I don't know if you took any trades on that one life. I think you're the one that called that one out. Beyond Meats shot back up off the bottom. Wow. Hold up. Let me pull that up. That thing was dead yesterday on that KFC news. So it dropped heavy yesterday. Came down here to the 59.60 and popped all the way back out there to the 65s. It's only 3 million shares traded on it. It's up 10%. So Beyond Meats trying to come out of the bottom. May start uptrending again on that KFC news. Stockhouse. Yeah, SB Stockhouse. That was it. Stockhouse is what I want to go to. All right, so yeah, stockhouse.com is what I was. Nah, I'm good. Cannabis. I remember all those cannabis stocks were moving. I forgot what year that was, but boy, the cannabis stocks had like a everything that came out with cannabis was going up. Trending news. Let's go to trending news. Energy, healthcare, cannabis. Empower Clinics announced private placement financing of up to 3 million for cannabis. Fintech. iTunes, online gaming, trash. Okay. Yeah, Daniel B. Yeah, cannabis is dead now, but it wasn't then. All those stocks, man. Now that's the time that I had a stupid cannabis watch list. I was like, man, I'm watching everything that smokes. Battery metals. Okay. So we're seeing a couple of them that are green on the day, or green since the open, rather. You still got that watch list? Do y'all think if they legalize, will it make it, or if they legalize across the states, will it make it cheaper, or will it make the price go up per like seller value? Because I know a lot of some states are still kind of closed to it, but I know here in Mississippi we have a couple of dispensaries. We got one in Pearl, Mississippi. It's like maybe like an hour away from me, but yeah, it's crazy. You just go in, get what you need, and roll out. It's been 14 months since the last pot trade. Yeah, I mean the news has got to ramp up on those things. Gangs in Chicago lost their businesses. Dang, cause they stupid. They don't know how to. It's like, bro, some people can't do things a legal way. They have to. They have to go. It just doesn't feel the same. It's like, man, I'm doing this straight up and steady, all legal and stuff. It just don't feel right. Gives me goosebumps. Need I need that thrill. There's no bullets flying at me. Something's wrong. Want to hear the whiz of the metal beside my ear. BKKT working its way up. Needs to start uptrending. It looks pretty good though on BKKT. I'd be watching it for a start of an uptrend. One light says, I look at pot sector like crypto sector. There's too much competition and the sector is still very young. Yeah, because there's so many applications. Like you can't even number the amount of applications with cannabis. It's just too much. It's too much. And then not even there's too much. There's also always new stuff popping onto the scene. They just pivot into politics. Yeah. Okay, ATH held up that next level. So it did make that higher low at the 112. Can it continue up? The hour chart is the only thing that looks like it's going to be going down, but the other three charts still look okay. So who's lying? This one standout or these three? The 4 hour, the 15 minutes, and the 5 minute. It's like it's going up to 116 now. ENSC getting a lot of resistance up there at the top. Man, I'm gonna go and eat me some nice lunch today, man. I am My stomach's growling. If I had a microphone beside my stomach, boy, y'all be like, yeah, you're insane. JMIA may end up just trading within this range today. 1064 is the top, 975 is the bottom. Beyond Meats still pushing up. Did it ever make it to 65? Almost got up there. It got 6501. 6501 or 6498. You got it. Yeah, man. I just don't have the patience for those types that's grinding like that, man. That thing's moving 2 cents at a time. Unless you got 2,000 shares or something like that. But I just don't have the patience. Daniel B says yesterday I was thrown out of Starbucks. You were thrown out of Starbucks. I believe that because you're probably the only person that will drink coffee and remain exactly the same. Like your personality is unchangeable. Take a sip of coffee, it's basically like you just don't drink it. So it just kicked you out. They just kicked you out, man. Daniel B is like coffee without anything added. That's Daniel B. Blunt, straight to the point, nice little concrete taste, right? Yeah, that thing is testing that 112 level. Will it start breaking lower lows on AH or ATH? EAR just floating above this 650 level. I want to see if it's going to go ahead and break down that 650 level. They asked me for a COVID pass and I said I don't have it, but I do have. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, he said they asked him for a COVID pass and he said I don't have it, but I do have COVID. Oh, that's dark humor right there. Oh my gosh. Just let me in, bro. Just a sip. Just a sip. I ain't gonna hurt nobody. Lightning Rick says, I keep a loose house key in my in pocket. Just stick it to my forehead. Good to go. Oh man. Then J Crash said, "The papers. Show me the papers." Yeah, you gotta have those papers nowadays, man. But I mean, it seems like everybody's gonna get it anyway. Like they've come out with reports. I saw the CDC news reports on fully vaccinated people still getting it. So it's like, either way it goes, you need to be prepared to get it, and you need to be prepared to either, you know, you know, you know, I mean, if you do get it, it's like, hey, let's take care of it. Let's do the best we can to improve health. Well, do that before as well to improve your health, but definitely if you get it, take those steps to strengthen your immune system and do all that. Everybody in my family has gotten it in the last 3 weeks. Dang. Orlando says my swing coming back to life. Man, one life said everybody in his family's gotten it over the last 3 weeks. But he's still doing, still here, going strong, still taking money out of the market, even on the sick days, you know. EAR has fallen off all of its volume, so I'm done watching that one. It's done playing ball. Let's go back over to ATHE. Testing down once again to that 110 level. And that's, for the most part, that's the main people that beat COVID take their health more seriously. Like, don't be out here doing crazy stuff when you know there's like a killer walking around with a fat stick. Like, dude, take care of your health, or he will hit you with that bat. Now, I do know there are some instances where it's just your immune defenses, your genetics aren't up to it, but still, look, take it. Look, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Whether that's going and getting a vaccination, or whether it's taking care of your health, do what you got to do. Do what you see fit, because no one else can tell you what to do about your body, right? Your body, your choice. You choose what goes in it, whether it's a needle or the right choice of food. Facebook was about to go. Let's see. Let's go over here and look at Facebook. FB. Wow. FB took a little pause break here at 300 and shot $10 up. So at least we know where that volume's at. 12 million shares traded on this stock, pushing it all the way up there, almost to the 340s. Yeah, this is one of the ones we looked at earlier that was coming up to the 200 moving average at first. J Crash says test is where the money is, and everyone crying that they can't get test fast enough. And then he called out ABT. ABT 135, getting a nice little push up there. Got 2 million shares traded on it. Let's see. MW. These dividend aristocrat stocks have been the best income compounders for over 5 years. ABT is one of those. So yeah, because it literally looks like the SPY. You can look at this and it literally looks exactly like the SPY. Yeah, Facebook is up 15% from the open. That's crazy. Still trying to push up. What, did Facebook have some news or something today? Let me go check that. Had to. Okay, so what? A new lawsuit seeks to hold Facebook liable in a shooting death of federal security guard. Let me pull that news up. That's crazy. How they gonna blame Facebook for that? I guess somebody has to take the heat. All right, so let's see. Today, French regulator fines Facebook, Google over cookies. Why are tech stocks falling? It's not just the Fed. Okay, ICE announces that record 27,876 micro NYSE FANG Plus Index futures traded on January 4th. Google and Facebook hit with the French fines for making it difficult to reject cookies. Google hit with 150 million euro French fine. New lawsuit seeks to hold Facebook liable in shooting death of federal security guard. Lawsuit claims shooter connected with accomplice on Facebook. Lawsuit is one of several attempts to hold Facebook liable for content on its platform. Facebook has said that it is taking steps to remove violent groups from the platform. New lawsuit seeks, okay, that's the same thing. And then MW Meta platform's stock price target raised to 440 from 425. So the new Meta is supposed to be lifting the Facebook's price up. We'll see. We'll see, but man, that's crazy. Let me go over here and create. Get this filter going. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to make a new scanner so we can kind of keep all of these on, and I'll just switch back to the one. If one scanner isn't doing too well, then we'll look at the others. But AHTC holding up that 110 again. Just such small movements there. Here still around that 672. Ford came down, dipped in here, a little 30-cent run up on Ford. SNDL. Do I want to be looking that low? SNDL. ECC, ESSC, Mr. X called out. ESSC. ESSC starting to get some pops here. Has a nice little uptrend that started back here. Okay, this one's definitely trending upwards, broke out of this 1439. So this one definitely does not look horrible. Starting to get a little bit more volume. Hasn't reached 1 million shares yet on the day, but it has definitely made some moves from the 13 75 up to the 1475-ish level, I guess you can call that. I need to add another something. Okay, EMC. Okay, Orlando says off of SPY reversals, you can honestly buy anything worth some, and you can make some money. Yeah. ESSC coming up here had a really big buying candle, which is only 100,000 shares right there. May get some more attention later on in the day. We'll have to see. ATHE coming back down to that 110 area. Does it want to break this 110 area down? It's been really, really taking its time today. ENSC was another one that could give some moves. Now it is coming up into the 1030 range here. Getting later, coming into lunchtime, so we may see some fall offs on these stocks. Facebook has already started to descend off of the highs. It definitely went up there and had a nice little run during the 1030 movement, but yeah, coming on back down. BTCS, thought that thing died. Let's see, where did it go? BTCS. BTCS. BTCS tried to break out of those levels, returned back into the downtrend there on BTCS. And again, I want to see this thing kind of prove that it can hold up as well. It gapped up, but still waiting for it to prove itself on a nice little uptrend. ATHE back to 110. Will it finally break it down? 110. A little bit of size there at the 110. Let's see if the ask comes on down big to the 110. Testing that 110 heavy. Yeah. Held up that 110 level right there. Let's see, this would be a support line, but let's look across the board at what everything looks like here. So on the hour chart, the hour is the only thing that's saying we're going down. The 4-hour chart did give back a lot of profits, 10 cents worth of profits there. And then the 15-minute doesn't look too good as well, but the 5-minute is holding. So this could be a bull trap. If people are just watching the 5-minute, they're not going to be seeing these other time frames for a crash through this 110. They'll just see this these big order sizes at the 110. They'll be like, okay, cool, it's going up. But that may not be the case. New hour just opened. Oh yeah, it's time. It's time. I gotta shut it down as well. I gotta get out of here. But no trades in the morning for me. I'll come back this afternoon. Now I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming this afternoon. But I will update you guys on the Discord because I don't know what time I'm gonna get back. It may even be after market close. But I will be back in the morning. I haven't heard anything back from that company yet. They've been having some issues with all this pandemic stuff with their company, so haven't had to go out there yet. But maybe next week I'll be going out there and I'll update you guys on the changes there. But anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all of the knowledge dropped in here. One Life, Daniel B, Orlando, Lori, Lauren, Ben just jumped in here talking about ATHE. ATHE is looking like it's gonna break down. Jay Kratz, who else? I think I already said Orlando, Donnell, SB, tell me Wico my whoa, I don't even know how to say that name. Tell him we KK Omi. Shout out to you. He asked a question earlier, but I did not see that question. He says, "Hey bud, you into NFT games?" I did not see that question. My bad. uh But yes, I've been playing that Godson Chain, getting some stuff in there. But Godson Chain, the coin itself, has gone down in price, and I think it's because people are more interested in minting the actual cards. They're using those coins and exchanging them so much for the actual cards. Let's see who else. But shout out to all you guys. Shout out to Ben just popping in here. Clem Hawks. Oh my goodness. All right, made it back to the top. All right, back to the bottom. Let's see who's down here. All right, Framework Fortune. Also, check out frameworkfortune.com. We do have a Discord for members. Go on there, get signed up. In the community hub, it is literally the first thing you will see. There's a widget under there that will show you who's online or who's available in the chat room. You can always shoot anybody messages in there that you see. If you want to ask questions about cryptos, NFTs, or the stock market, day trading, swing trading, anything that you want to ask, drop it in there and it will be addressed by me, Ben, or somebody else, and we will fact check them if they try to take you into the toilet with what you're trying to do, right? We don't want any kind of false information, of course. Some people like to play around, but usually in the Discord and everything, in the member areas, you will be getting some pretty good information from these traders. We have traders that have been trading for years, so definitely take what they say, but also remember that you are your own trader. And yeah, I really need to be closing this down though. All right, guys, appreciate you for tuning in again. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. You can also check out the Framework Fortune home channel, where you can subscribe over there as well. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.